Well, greetings, world, and greetings, Seven Spot. It is time. You know it's time. It is time for another Two Spotted Dicks with myself and our good friend, not us, John Minion from the Northwest Kit Car Owners Group. How are you doing today, John?
Very good, thanks. Very good. It's nice and warm in the UK, actually. It's not as warm as it has been, but yeah, nice and sunny. So yeah,
well,
great.
That's just great because it's nice and dark in Vancouver.
Say, it's about 4:30 in the morning for you, isn't it, Jim?
Yeah, 4:43 in the morning, and we're ready to go. I've had my coffee, and I'm sure after this show I'm going to hit the hay all over again. But here we go. Why don't we just get started? Because I know that we want to get caught up with what's happening now. So I'm going to add to the stream. Kevin Broomhead is at the GBS Cars and Coffee event. Good morning, Kevin.
How you doing,
doing great. You're sure? Yes. Now, whose is that? That's a lovely vehicle.
I don't know whose that one is, Jim. I don't know. It's one of the best ones here, definitely.
I know it.
Show us your boot lid.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Oh, the boot lid.
Yeah. Show us what you've done to that, because it looks brilliant.
Now, that is lovely. You know, it actually, that's the executive model of the same one that I got. I did the same
it's
thing.
even got a key with it, hasn't it?
The trouble is, I mean, I've had it built for 3 hours, and it's already full of crap.
That'll happen.
That's it. So let's have a quick wander around. I'll show you. Again, we've managed to miss most of the cars that have been here today. So we've got a nice little car here. I'm not sure which this is. This Tiger? Westfield. This is a Westfield.
Yeah.
It's a lovely colour.
I love that too.
It's got the carbon wings on it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, very stylish. Our usual two downers. Demos rather. I've got something special to show you in a minute as well. I felt we'll do that now, so come across here. This, boys and girls, is our electric concept.
Is it really? I wanted to talk to you about that. That's amazing.
So it's one motor per wheel, and it will produce round about 1,300 horsepower.
Bloody hell. And that's 4-wheel drive effectively then, yeah?
4-wheel drive, all carbon, all built by us.
Wow, lovely.
So it's all carbon interior. I mean, this is very much a concept, so it's a bit rough and ready, but yeah, it's not. To be fair, there's not a lot to it. But
wow.
Yeah, watch this space. That was the idea. So what we'll do, I'll walk down the line. We'll go straight down here. There's not that many at the moment. With the silver GBS here. Nice dials.
Yeah.
Don't know how it steers it. Good man.
Looks nice with the alley panels as well, but they
it looks well, doesn't it?
Bit of cleaning.
Is this stainless? This one? Yeah. Robin Hood. GBS. Yeah, all stainless.
All stainless and extremely
it's
well.
Only a tiny bit shiny.
Yeah.
Must take some cleaning though.
What do you clean it with?
Now, GBS
so you smile it on.
Still provides parts and service.
This is the only. What's your name?
Jacob Howell.
Jacob.
Yeah.
You're talking to 7 spotting all over the world.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi.
Greetings from Vancouver, Canada.
Very good compound and then like a super finish.
All right.
To finish it off.
Lovely. Beautiful. Thanks a lot.
Probably the clean.
You missed the exhaust.
Yeah.
It's so clean. It is so clean.
Wow.
Amazing. Anyway, moving on. Another 0.
I like that combo, the color combo.
Another interior. What else we got? Let's go this way.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Smiley face. They're very shiny around here, I must admit.
I was going to say, there's a lot with the The stainless and alley panels look.
They're all stainless, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. This field.
That's a
That's
good
got a bit
turnout.
of bonnet scoop on that one, isn't it?
It's a fair size.
I wonder what's underneath that.
I don't know. It's a shot.
Well,
What engine's in it?
could be a bike
Oh, it's
engine
just a small
because
V8.
I was going to say it looked like the V8 bonnet to me. Yeah.
Yes, very nice. Was it 3.5? Is it? Lovely. Another one of the same.
lovely.
It's a little Robin Hood, this one, I think.
That's a good.
And this is one of our new
Robin Hood.
purchases. High speed. Richard just bought this for some reason.
I do like the little tuk-tuk things. Yeah.
Yeah, tuk-tuk. This one's Piaggio 8. And of course, we got this bad boy.
Oh my! Look at
You
that.
sent me a picture of that. That looks absolutely brilliant.
This is a 1934 ERA Grand Prix car.
No kidding. Lovely.
Look around the other side. It's got more shiny bits on the other side.
It's amazing that they actually raced those at the speeds that they did with no safety, whatever. You know what I mean? No seat belts, no nothing.
This one's got safety padding.
Oh yeah, so it does.
That looks like
Armrest,
an armchair. Straight six as well. I bet that makes one hell of a noise.
Do you know, it's remarkably smooth.
Really?
So you've got twin cam. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a small supercharger on the front.
Oh,
As you
look
do,
at that.
yeah.
And it runs on
That
ethanol.
thing is a rocket. That's
It's
scary.
running on
rocket.
ethanol as well. Wow, that's going to be
What's
chucking out
his
some
top
power then.
speed?
Top side of 100. Not sure what the top speed is. We haven't tried it.
They've had it at 100 mile an hour and they don't go any faster because they're a bunch of wimps.
And what
Not
size
bad,
are
is
those
it?
tires? They look like they're about 5 to 7 inches at the max.
They're mad. It's a positive camera on the front. It's just ridiculous.
It is.
I'll go show you. Let me show you the front end. Look at the front end.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. That's certainly going to slide around a bit, that is.
Oh, that's what it's for. They're designed to slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what gives it. Oh, my mate's arrived. Hang on, we'll go down here. So we're sponsored by Sealy today, so we've got the Sealy guy here.
I was going to say, go to say hello to the Sealy guys. I've got some Sealy tools myself, absolutely top notch.
They are really good, yeah.
Yeah.
So what we got here? So we've got another 7 of some description. Oh, this thing goes around the world, literally. The guy is from Australia, and he goes all over the place in this thing. It's an amazing car.
Hence the plate, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
the
little
jumbo
clubby.
plate. But yeah, he last time I spoke to him, we did the run. We did the 0 run. From there, he was going to Wales, just as you do. So he drove down to Wales. He's been to Windsor yesterday, I should I say. This is my mate's Westy. This has got a proper built engine in it.
What engine's in that then?
Hang on, I'll grab it. It's a 2-litre Z-Type. I'm just trying to see if I can see him. Can't see him. I think it's a Duratec. No, Duratec Z-Type. I'm not sure which. But it's ported and billeted and all sorts of stuff. It's got a straight cut box in it.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a weapon, that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is one of very, very few Exos owned by my mate.
Yeah.
Who's gone? Dave, over there.
Hi, Dave.
He's
You
playing on
right?
his phone. He's not even shout up, Dave. Say hello.
Hey, hello.
Hi, Dave.
Greetings, Dave.
Dave's not here. He's at work at the moment, I'm afraid. His mate, who looks a lot like him, has brought his car.
Yeah.
Looks like his twin brother.
He's just like his twin brother, only much uglier. Let me show you his helmet.
Excuse me.
Look at that.
Oh,
So
isn't
cool.
that great? That's fabulous.
Well, this is a work of art, this thing.
I
I
do
do
love
like
the
the
Exos.
I do like the colour of the exoskeleton, the green there, because I've seen it a couple of times in the flesh, and it really does pop out at you in the sun. Just stunning.
It's look at the colour there.
Yeah, it's just it does come across on the camera, but when you see it in the flesh, it just really.
Oh, it really
pop.
does, doesn't it? Yeah. You notice the towel for when he wets himself.
Yeah, that's old age for you, though, isn't it?
It's just old age, yeah. You know, it's hard to get in and out of. So,
yeah,
nice tea trailer.
Somewhere to have your lunch, really, isn't it?
Somewhere have your dinner, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't tell him, but it's so clean. This is fantastic.
I don't know how you keep that clean, because that's obviously when you're driving, that's all open. So we'll spend.
Well, he doesn't drive it, does he? He just brings it here. So this is pretty much us. I'll just show you what else. Oh, a couple more here. This is quite nice. We had this in the shop the other day. Dax Rush.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice?
You can always tell a Dax from a mile off just from the body shape.
Apparently, I think it's 4.8 V8.
Oh my God.
4 point something V8, and apparently it drives like a dream. You'd think it'd be mental, but apparently it's lovely. It sounds awesome.
I bet it does.
It looks nice. I do favour black looking cars because obviously ours is black, but yeah, it does look good in the black.
It does. Nice little Robin Hood.
Wow, a good Robin Hood show out today.
Bicycle wings.
Because GBS took over Robin Hood. I know the current GBS is just completely different.
But yeah,
that's where the origins were.
It was, yes, it was taken. GBS took over, or Richard bought out Robin Hood.
Right. Yeah.
With the intention of building the Zero. GBS have never built a Zero. We built two Zeros, never built a Robin Hood. Although we do still support them, but the difference is the difference between a Beetle and a Porsche 911. It's inherent. It's just the name. There is no difference, no similarity whatsoever.
Absolutely. Even looking at some of the very earliest GBS, and I'm thinking of the hood in particular. I mean, you could see right away it moved from a 2B to a frame chassis. So it's amazing.
It is literally completely different.
Yeah,
and the Gen 2s are different again. The Gen 2s are brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll see if we can get into the garage because I want to show you something rather special. Say hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Oh, Dave. What engine's in your Westy?
What, my rocket?
No, Eves.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
It's a 2 litre Z-Tech.
2 litre, but what you had done to it?
Well, it's been motorsport built by Northampton Motorsport, so it's ARP, everything in it.
Oh, right.
So did Dave, really?
I did, sorry.
Who am I talking to?
Everybody in Canada and all over the world. 7-stop, mate. He hates that.
Watch them run.
Hello. That's my son.
Oh, yeah.
Right, if we've got some signal, we'll go and have a stickers goes in here.
Does tend to go a bit dodgy when we get into the warehouse, but yeah, go for it.
So we've got the motorbike car still in here that we're still working on.
Yep.
That's CBR or
the electric car at the back there. It's what? Sorry.
Is that a CBR engine in that or?
What lost you?
Blade.
Do you know? I don't know what engine is. What's in it? I honestly no, it's not a 5-blade engine at all. I think it's about 1400. And right at the back there, you see at the back?
Yeah. This is
That's
the one that you weren't
T70.
This is the one you weren't going to show us last time, but yeah, let's have a look at that.
Yeah,
I'll see what I can do. I'm going to lose you. I know I am, but
no, you should be good now. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh my God. Now that is worth the price of admission.
I bet that sounds the absolute dogs.
Now, Kevin, we're losing your audio because we know that the Wi-Fi or the connection in the shed isn't the best. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that looks cool as well.
Yeah.
Right, I'll go outside and I can talk to you about them. Right.
Yeah.
Quick,
Yeah,
quick,
yeah.
quick before I lose you.
Yeah, that's absolutely fabulous.
Oh, I've locked myself in. That's it. Right, I'll come back outside.
Yeah.
Right, I'll find somewhere quiet and talk to you.
No,
Yeah,
you're doing great from there. That's great.
So that was a Lola T70,
Yeah.
which was the. Let me turn myself around if I can. Bear with me. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. Right.
There we go.
Lost myself. There we go. Right. So that was a Lola T70, which we are putting on the IVA. We're going to trying to get road
You're
legal.
putting it through IVA? No way.
Yeah. I know. Mad.
That's going to be mental on the road. Absolutely
Can you
mental.
imagine pulling up at the traffic lights at the side of a Yaris or something?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is there going to be much to do to put it through IVA? I mean, it's fairly smooth at the front bodywork wise, but
Yeah, there's all sorts to do. So it needs a screen for one thing because it's got a perspex screen.
Yeah.
So it's going to need it's just no end of things to do on it. But yeah, what a piece! It's just the most wonderful car. It really is.
It's
and the other one is it's a Lotus 20, I think. I'm guessing that might be wrong, but it's a Lamborghini Lotus F1 car that's driven by Johnny Herbert and Derek Warwick, which we're totally restoring.
is that,
Wow.
and that's
So,
obviously that's obviously for a customer, yeah.
That's for a customer, yeah.
Yeah. So how do you come across these cars? Because I mean, you must have done. I mean, you're obviously not just doing GBS stuff. You're doing like restorations and
word of mouth. We don't advertise. I think the Lotus is a friend of Richard's, and I think off the back of that the Lola came as well. But I honestly don't know. That's not my.
Yeah.
It's a reputation.
Area of expertise.
Yeah. That's good area to get into. I mean, that Lola on the road is going to be absolutely mental.
It's going to be mental. It's got a 4-litre V8 in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
320. Is it 320? 320 cubic inch, something like that. Ridiculous. Yeah. But yeah, it's like the end of the world when it starts it up. It's amazing. Especially inside.
Flames out the back as well, I would imagine.
Well, it's not quite that bad, but I would imagine. I would imagine it's good for a lot of miles per hour. I don't know. It's just mad.
It is mad.
But yeah.
And
so
lovely.
That's pretty much us today, I'm afraid, boys.
No, what do you mean? This is fabulous. This is what it's all about. Kevin, thank you very much. You have yourself a great day, and get back to your.
By the way, Kevin, very smart job on that.
Thank you very much. Yes, they are for sale. It's a massive amount of money. Just contact me and I'll see what I can do.
Well, you sign it on the back though, yeah?
Oh yeah, every time, yeah. I've seen on 7 spots.
You bet. Kevin, thank you again. We're
You're
looking
welcome,
forward to catching up with you again, but thank Richard and everybody at GBS for this opportunity. It was great.
No problem at all. Sorry we couldn't get in touch with Richard today. We're all so busy today.
No kidding.
With the weather as it is, I bet it was really, really busy for you. So
do you know, it wasn't as bad as we thought. We thought it was going to be really, really busy, and we packed them in and filled half the car park. We were quite surprised that it was a lot quieter than the last one we did.
Really, I know some people are taking their cars off the road already. I mean, mine's not even made it onto the road this year. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what I've been doing, but
we were talking to Trevor. That's your problem.
I know it's probably what it is. Yeah. So yeah, I know a lot of people have just saw them already, and I'm working on mine. It will be on the road this year.
Excellent.
It might be Christmas. It might be next month. I don't know.
Well, we'll do a live stream from your house next time then. Have a look at
and you can
actually see
going live from the shed.
Sat on a trailer. Yeah.
Right, I have to go, mate. Well, so take care of yourselves, everybody. I'll speak to you again.
Cheers, Kevin. Thank you.
See you, mate.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Thanks again. Well, it looks like it's the two of us again.
Yeah. Same old usual suspects.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that was great. I mean,
It was another,
really
again, another
impromptu.
good
But you
turnout.
know what? I have to fall on my own sword because I'm an honest fellow. In our last live stream, 2 weeks ago, it seems like it was just yesterday. But I know Kevin was saying that they were doing the GBS Cars and Coffee, and I said to myself, "Boy, that'd be great if we can get in on that." And here we are. But wouldn't you know that? I had completely forgotten to diarize that. And so I went into panic mode and called you up, and you set the whole thing up. So, and Kevin and all the people at GBS are so kind. So
I must admit, I hadn't got it in my diary. I knew it was coming up, and I thought it was next weekend. And then it was late last night, wasn't it, Jim? And I saw a reminder pop up, and I was thinking, oh dear, we better set something up here. So it was a quick. Yeah,
so there you go. We're honest and we're human and we're apologetic.
The thing is with StreamYard, it just shows we can literally set up a live stream within seconds.
Well, that's true.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no matter what the content is. And on that particular point, why don't we go right into what we were kind of planning on doing? Again, because these things are all very spontaneous and impromptu. I wanted
which is why we like doing it live. It does go wrong. Hey ho, bear with us.
Yeah. If it can fail, we'll figure out how to do it. So let's see if I can tune in this. Why don't we tune in this, and I'll see if I can share this. And I hope that seeing this.
Yes.
Yeah, and I just wanted to bring in them because, again, this is just, I guess, a recap running around the internet. And I went to the XES Designs page because they sent me a notice. Now, see if I can find it here. I'm going to scroll down. There it is.
They're building a four-wheel drive version of their Rush, aren't they?
Yeah. So why don't we just play that and have a look at that now?
Yeah.
This is just a small portion, but you can see they've got the four-wheel drive, and of course we don't have many details on this. But you and I are determined. I'm gonna send a contact over.
Camber compensation, I would imagine, front and rear. I don't know what engine they're putting in that. I know the other one that they're building, they're going to put the K24 in, which is coming from, is it 4-piston racing in the States?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, which is going to be knocking out 1,000 horsepower.
And I cannot see how they're going to be able to squeeze the four-wheel drive plus the K24 with the big blower and everything else that it's got on it. Yeah. It's just like, I don't think they'll be able to squeeze it in. But if anybody can do it, it's Harvey can do it. So
he'll do it because he can.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
This is what people, when I mentioned about the K24 and 1,000 horsepower, they said, why? And I said, well, because he can. He's literally pushing the limits. It will have all the wheel sensors on, so traction control, launch control, anti-slip, you name it, because he's going to be running a
and the camper compensation and anti-roll front and rear, which is going to make all of the difference. To you got 1,000 ponies and you want to put it down. Well, you want it to go in a straight line. And and that's exactly what those guys do. And I take my hat off. I'm just in awe of the work they do. And I'm going to send a message over to Harvey and see if we can't get him either to do something with us online, or perhaps even just send us a more complete video on this and
on the current Rush.
K20. Yeah.
I know awesome. when you look at that Rush, the front has been extended a little bit. If you look at the side view again, you can see it is longer than a normal 7.
And it looks lovely like that too. And the colors, unbelievable.
Yeah,
just love it.
Stunning color when you see it in the flesh. Yeah.
Just that. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just amazing? And of course, that's the Hayabusa one, but just like absolutely amazing.
I mean, people have come to about the size of the wheels, but that's down to preference.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and with the low profile, I mean, with the anti-roll camper compensation camber compensation suspension with the low profile tires, they can make it stick, and that's
absolutely
amazing.
That's what I had. Yeah, I mean, as you know, Jim, I've got the Yamaha R1 bike engine in our MK. At Santa Pod, I just couldn't. The rear just span up. I just couldn't get it off the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You know, with the right suspension setup and the right tires, and whatever ECUs they're going to be running for the wheel sensors, yeah, it will make one hell of a difference. It really will. And this is stuff that's coming into kit cars that a couple of years ago was unheard of.
Absolutely.
I've still got no servo assist on my brakes. It's just you give the pedal a shove and hopefully it will stop, if you know what I mean. But yeah, all this technology is really coming on. It's getting into more and more kit cars these days.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to move on from that one and see what else we can do. What else have I brought along? You've got tea. I've had coffee. So moving right along. I love to surf the internet looking for stuff. And I happened to find something that I thought was amazing. And I'll just pull up this page so we can all have a peek here. I don't know if you're familiar or you are familiar with this, but I don't know if everybody is familiar with
Fisher. Fisher I'm familiar with, but only the Fisher Fury. But this is
a Fisher Menace, and if you look at it, it has a bike engine, but it is mid-engine, and so it is extremely rare. Apparently, there's only this is one of 7, and I'm going to get out of this particular page and go
very similar lines to the Fury, but different, if you know what I mean. But the Fisher Fury is a lovely car, lovely lines on it, and a really nice back end on it as well.
Absolutely. But I wanted to go to the Fisher Sports Cars owners Facebook group. And I happened to, this is what piqued my information or my interest is I happened to find this owner there who's a member, and I can't mention his name because this is a private group site, but I can just show you some pictures of what he is building, and I can't go in there and take a more detailed look on it, but I can tell you that I've had a conversation with the owner, and he said it's fine to keep in contact with him, and I'm going to ask him. I have asked him if he wanted to do a live stream. He is a little hesitant at this particular point, and that's cool because he just wants to build it. But he's going to send us some pictures.
Mid-engine again, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a Kawasaki 1200cc engine he's got there.
So that will go like stink.
Yeah, it's going to be very cool, and I'm hopeful that we can get more pictures that we can share. So. That is cool. 7 spotters. That's coming our way. So if you want to find out more, guys, jump onto Facebook and go to the Fury Sports Cars owners group and become a member because that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I like my bike engines. You like your bike engines. So yeah, great fan.
Yeah. So let's see. Moving right along. What do we got here? Oh. I want to go to a different file because I'm, again, always just fishing around looking for stuff. Where we got this one? Yeah. Now, I knew that you'd be able to appreciate this little piece of information. If you ever see me doing this, mind your own business because racing, now you can take the racing out and you can just say kit car ownership gets to be expensive.
So, I'm just wondering where you got that photograph of me from, Jim.
So there you go. But anyways, this is friends who like the Lakeside Park in Australia course. So I'm just going to stop sharing that page and go on to this page. Where we go. Excuse me, guys. We'll get there. What I do need is a second monitor. That'll make all the difference in the world. And go to...
I must admit, I've only got my PC screen, and it's not a huge screen, but it's all right.
Yeah. So this is the Friends Who Like the Lakeside Park, and it's just a different portion of the page. I just thought I'd go in there and take a look because they've got this glorious centaur, and that's what really caught my attention.
I've not heard of a
Looking.
centaur, but that does look nice with the nose on it.
Centaurs have a terrific history in Australia, and there's some wonderful cars, and we've got some wonderful members who have centaurs, and one of our members actually wrote a book on centaurs, John Campbell, and the book is absolutely fabulous.
So looking at the nose, where is the radiator on that then, I wonder?
Ask John, won't you? But
yeah,
I suspect it's going to be in this area right here. Keep in mind that the engine is basically right there.
yeah.
You know, these engines are almost mid-engine. They're completely different from, you know, what we would call a 7. Absolutely glorious, but it is balls to the wall. This is strictly racing stuff. But anyways, moving along from there, we've got something that we do know, and that is our good friend Grant, Grant, having my senior moment.
It'll come to you, Jim.
Yeah, and nevertheless, we've got these 2 wonderful ancient notas. That's nota number 5 and nota number 35. Father and son, Spencer and Grant Yarrow, who I mean, restored these wonderful pieces of driving history in Australia, and it's just amazing.
Is that just a hobby? That's just 2 cars they've restored, or they do it as a business, or
no? They've taken it upon themselves to take these cars that were not only lying in antiquity but lying in ruin, and restore them and put them back on the track and drive them
on the track. Yeah, not road legal, but
well, they're not. These are track cars, but
proper race cars.
These cars were laying in ruin and undrivable. Number 5 was in an auto museum, and both of the cars needed to be stripped down to the space frame, rebuilt completely. And even though this one shows its age, you know what happened with this one. If you look at the panels, they wanted to keep it original, so that's the original paint.
Wow,
that is amazing. They stripped it down.
How old is that then? How old is that? Because that.
Now I don't know the exact age, but these cars are late 1940s, early 1950s.
I was going to say 40s, 50, and incredibly rare, I would imagine. I guess not many survived.
Well, this one is. This was one of one. Because this is car number 5, but it is the only one of this. They actually changed the platform for this particular car after this one. So in terms of this one has cable brakes.
Drum brakes as well, yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's completely different. This particular one, it's a little bit different. There's an interesting story that goes with number 35. Number 35 was built by an employee of Nota, but it's called number 35. But in fact, it's not number 35 that actually came off. It's actually much earlier than that. This employee was fired by the owner of Nota. They got into some sort of a disagreement in the shed, and apparently this employee threw a hammer. He was so vexed that he threw a hammer at the car while it was under construction, and the owner told him to pack up his tools and take his car and get out. So he did, and this car is a little bit different because if you look at the original one, it has the suspension is completely different. It doesn't have suspension arms per se. It has a fixed axle, and this one has the suspension arms on the front suspension. So this particular disgruntled employee has abrogated the original design, and that's how this one comes out. So it is one of the original. I'm going to say, I don't have it in front of me. I can look it up. The original first issue notice that came out, but it was finished not by Nota, finished by this particular disgruntled employee. So
and has it got the hammer dents out of it?
I can tell you that Grant, who's a professional restorer, stripped this down, and we've got all the pictures, and perhaps I'll go back to my stream of pictures that Grant sent me and put together another little video, and we can pop that up on 7 Spot so people can watch
that'd be good. That'd be good. It's just something. It's just something completely different to your normal 7s.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at that, just absolutely
Looks
ancient
fantastic.
and glorious, and yeah. So just we'll stop sharing that one, and we'll moving right along at the speed of the Ancient Mariner.
Not quite the speed of light, then, Jim.
Yeah, not quite. So why don't we just take a peek at Cyber 7?
Yes, a brilliant website. If you're into electric cars or electric 7s or just anything electric, get over to that website.
I wanted to pop this up because, everybody's talking about electrics. And of course, we just saw what they're doing at GVS. But for people who are interested in doing a build and want to get in touch with somebody who you can see what they're doing and maybe get a contact so you can have a chat and find your way through some technical issues, contact Martin at Cyber 7.
All right. There's also
Electric Roadster. It's the Facebook page, and he's a wonderful gentleman, and he'll help you with it.
There's also Cole Easterling as well.
That's correct. Yeah, and actually, Cole is an active contributor to this page too.
To Cyber 7 Spot. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, please go to Martin's page and sign up. Get involved and get some information.
It's very, very interesting when you look at the technology and what they're doing with it. They're using obviously recycled parts. And then there's the whole issue about how to get it on the road, how to get it registered, and what tests does it have to meet, because most centres are just not geared up to a home-built electric car at the moment.
Yeah, and all the rules are changed from area to area to area. And of course, Martin's in the States, but he's also in California, and each state has their own different regulatory process, and he can walk you through for California, and Cole can walk you through for Texas. So
I know when we spoke to them, he was asked the question, well, who made it? Who was the manufacturer? And he said, well, I was. And the people at the test centre was like, well, it just didn't compute with them. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. But they're happy to take his application money. So
that's what he said. Yeah. I think she just said, look, give us your money and we'll sort it out.
Yeah. So anyways, we're looking forward to being in touch with both Cole and Martin in the future to continue the evolving story of building electric 7s and electric cars in general. Because we did this, 2 weeks ago, we did the live stream with Ed Leach and his fabulous Jaguar Lister, and now
stunning.
Absolutely one. But he's also interested in electric car, and of course the new vehicle that he's working on right now, he's considering not doing a petroleum engined.
I picked up on that. He's thinking of going electric with that. So yeah. And I know when we spoke to Cole as well, the format that he's gone for, he's not bothered about range. That he doesn't even do 50 miles a day, 30 miles a day, whatever, because he's very close to work. So he's just
his daily driver.
He's going to be a daily driver, and he's just gone for the maximum power he can get out of it. Which is I mean, I know he's been in a couple of bike engine cars. He's been in a couple of sevens.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he knows just how quick that's going to be with the motors that he's put in it. Well, he's put the front format Tesla motor in the rear, which has got a slightly better angle on it to get it mounted, but that is still going to be rapid.
Yeah. Well, it's just it's the direction that we're all heading, and I know that my son has one, and he uses it to commute to work every day, and as long as he plugs it in overnight, he's in good shape. Of course, he's not in California where they are having the brownouts, and the government telling you, please disconnect your air conditioning and don't plug in your electric cars because we don't have enough electricity to go around. But the infrastructure will have to change, and when that happens, this is just going to
it is slowly changing, but it needs significant investment. And whether we've got the electricity supply to actually meet the demand is another big question for me. But yeah.
Well, with that, my friend, I think I'm going to put a bow on it. But I will say that I've also attached in our comments portion of this on YouTube and on Facebook links to a couple of sites, and I'll just touch base on them. I'm not going to play them because they're just YouTube links. One is for the West Coast Lotus Meet, and it's a YouTube video that coming up. I think it's in October, and it's in San Diego. So we will contact our contacts in San Diego and see if we can ruin their party.
A bit far for me to go, but yeah, it'd be nice to do a live stream. I'd love to be in on that one. Yeah.
Well, we have friends that are in that area. You know, Paul Barnes with GBS is down in that area.
Paul Barnes will be up for it.
Yeah, and so is Martin, for crying out loud. You know, who knows? If they're going to be in that area.
Paul Barnes from GBS, who's the GBS importer for GBS.
Yeah. And also in the link I put in here for all of our Caterham friends and members, there will be a live stream coming up in less than a day, about 20 hours, I think, from Knock Hill. So tune into that. The link is attached. So with that, my friend,
we've got the link on that mad Norwegian as well. Well, I say mad. He's done it because he can, but I think he was waiting for the cylinder head to come back and get skimmed, wasn't he?
Well, he's got the head back, and he's. I think he's very much a perfectionist, just like a lot of folks who are building their cars, and he doesn't want to do the live stream until he's got it up and running. So, needless to say, I think he's busy in his shed working on all 12 cylinders.
I mean, I don't want to give the game away, but it is a huge engine.
Yeah, there's no game to give away. It's a tank engine.
I thought I'd let you give it away, Jim. Yeah, it's a Meteor tank engine V12.
That's correct. It's nuts.
Again, he's done it because he can, which comes back to this whole 1,000 horsepower in a 7. People do it because they can. And
absolutely.
Absolutely great. Absolutely
great.
Well,
it's going to be mental. That's all we're going to say. It's going to be totally mental. And I want to be there to watch it.
I've heard it run, and it is it just sounds, I mean, a bit, neighbors like 3 miles away must be able to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with that, my friend, I'm going to tune us out. I'm going to say thanks to everybody, and we will see you again at 7 Spot. But thanks so much for joining in, and have yourself a very, very good day.
Yeah. Be seeing you, Jim, and good morning, and go and get some sleep.
I will be working on it soon. So cheers.
Catch up soon, Jim. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.